Hey, Esther Trejo here with Royal Insurance Agency. I just want to go over a couple of tips to help you if you're in the market for life insurance. So if you're in the market for life insurance, you're going to need a couple of things that are important. So no matter who you go to, myself or another agent, it's going to be important that you have this information together. The first thing, you're going to want to have your social security card and your ID, either driver's license, passport. If you don't have a social security card or an ID or driver's license or passport, you can use your Mexico passport and you can use your matricula. Also, you can use an I-10 number. There aren't a lot of carriers that will accept that, but there are some. So there are options for people who are not citizens. So that's the identification part. You're also going to need some information about your health. So any medicines that you take, your doctor's information, you're going to need that. And you're also going to need to answer some questions that you're asked. So the questions are going to be about your health. Some of the main questions that I see on almost every carrier's application are about cancer, HIV, or AIDS, those kind of things. So there's some general questions, but there are going to be other questions that you're asked. Some questions are going to ask you in the last 2 years, has this happened? In the last 12 months, has this happened? They're also going to ask you if you're a smoker, a non-smoker, that kind of thing. If you're a non-smoker or a smoker, but you haven't smoked like in the last 12 months, usually you can apply as a non-smoker. So talk to your agent about that and get a little more information to make sure that we're putting the correct information down and getting you the best rate we can. So we went over identification, health information, so financial information. Some financial information you're going to need is your checking account, okay? You do need your checking account information. Almost every carrier requires this. And the tricky thing about this, is that they're asking you for this information, and a lot of times you're not 100% sure if you're approved. That's across the board. So no one's taking advantage of you. I just want to make sure that's not a scam or anything. The checking account information is required for us to put in the application. So you will be required to give your account number, routing number, and make sure it's a checking account because that's just gives us a better opportunity to find you the best carrier because almost all of them ask for that. So when you start talking about cards or savings accounts, it's a little bit harder for us to find carriers that will accept that. There are very few, but then we're also looking at if you have some health issue, then that kind of